Mayor Peterson Francis has taken exception to criticism of the operations of the Castries Constituency Council, especially the sale of shares in LUCELEC to the NIC, who was not in favor of the transaction, contends that Sir John Compton's decision to have the then City Council purchase shares in the lucrative electricity company was in order to keep the council in good financial standing. But Mayor Francis explains that the shares relinquished were relatively minute.
Our shareholding in LUCELEC was 16.33%. After the sale of the shares, our shareholding in LUCELEC is 15.5%, which means that what we sold, the shares that we sold to NIC was 0.83%. So I do not understand. And the 0.83% basically represented 184,808 shares at 17.5 EC dollars per share. So you can do the math. So basically our shares have just moved by 0.83%.
That would total about 3.23 million EC dollars. The mayor says that the proceeds of the sale would go towards financing the CCC's operations. But Mayor Francis also sought to set the record straight amid allegations that the previous council, chaired by his predecessor, left a net cash balance of $3 million in the CCC's bank account. It is being alleged that the council, since Francis took over, has been spending this money lavishly on infrastructural upgrades and new hires, including administrative staff and the city police unit.
I took over here on the 2nd of August 2016. At July 31st, 2016, the bank balance at the Bank of St. Lucia was 1.832.079.03. It was $1,822,079.03. That is what was at the bank. At that time, CCC was operating a bank account at Nova Scotia, a gratuity account at the Bank of St. Lucia, which means that every month the CCC will have transferred about $3,000 to that account. We also had an overdraft facility with the Bank of Nova Scotia.
The overdraft, according to the mayor, was to the tune of $1.1 million, which he says was guaranteed by the CCC's shares in LUCELEC. In addition, Francis says the council has a $1 million fixed deposit with the St. Lucia Development Bank, which remains to this day.
The operational audit on the Castries Constituency Council, led by Mayor Peterson Francis, includes numerous recommendations to reform and manage City Hall's spending. Mayor Francis has been asked to desist from proceeding with city projects until a further financial review of the CCC is completed. The CCC operational audit also recommends Mayor Francis adopt a more transparent policy for dealing with the awards of public contracts. The audit has urged City Hall to draft an annual budget to be submitted for approval by central government. The audit, conducted by Claudia Francis, wants Mayor Francis's expenditure capped and recommends the Board of Councillors approve any surplus spending. Another conclusion from the audit included developing clear protocols to access CCC funds.
The mayor of Castries believes that the CCC should be commended for being able to operate on a cash basis sans overdraft instead of being criticized.
We have a great leader. I think St. Lucians have not seen the best of the Prime Minister. I mean, he's an inspiration to me, and people will realize that I've run the CCC and what he believes in.
Taking some very tough decisions with regards to the commercial activities in the constituency.
These vendors want to go anywhere.
They just dump it there. The woman fainted as she tried looking for her stuff. Let me show you a quick 30-second video of what they did at Masha.
The big man wants to be richer, while the poor man slave and suffer, but that can't work. To be poor is a crime. Man, I know that in this your time. To be poor is a crime. Man, I feel know that in this your time. I don't wanna be begging. God knows I'm trying to make a honest living. With all of my strength I'm a giving.
I defend the United Workers' Party. You understand? I do all my best. And right now, Peterson will have no respect for nobody. Peterson like a masher and just come and mash up poor people's thing.